Hello, Aries. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read we've been dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Ralph 53 Tarot review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Interesting energy. Let's see where they're going here a little bit before I jump in. All right, there it is. Interesting. Okay, even more interesting. Okay, so jumping into this Aries, I'm not too sure, as usual, what specifically is going on here. Something here between the two of you. I mean, just kind of get directly to the point. There's the world. I don't know what that's about. And they're kind of saying, me and Aries, pass. Aries, no, just me. So whatever this is, they've clearly just kind of, with that door closing, with that closure taking place, they kind of just emphasize like they feel like they're just floating there for a little bit. Floating there with their thoughts, floating with their emotions, their feelings. What I don't quite understand is why this decision of theirs. I feel like they've kind of literally jumped to that point of like, nah, Aries, forget about it. Forget about them. No, thank you. But there's also like that, like I said, that lingering up in the air energy of, they kind of find themselves not necessarily gravitating towards you, but still lingering, still thinking about you, still kind of contemplating, and it's kind of like so quick to turn someone away, but then they almost do this so quickly by like default or something. that they still wonder. It's almost as if like they kind of still find themselves wondering about it. It's like, well, okay. So you close the door on Aries, and yet you still wonder about Aries. So quick to dismiss. What I'm not understanding though is what is energetically speaking like with the let's put a pin in it and we'll come back to it. So them even closing this door on you, they know doors open and doors close, doors open, doors close, doors open, doors close, um, entrance, no entrance, that sort of thing. They know just because they chose, which feels like with that closure, just to be done with this and say no, thank you, Aries. Even though they chose, there's also the well, it could also be opened up again very easily. Leads to the tower. So I don't know why, but it's sort of like expect the unexpected. You know, sometimes I don't know what this is, Aries. It's sort of just because they're kind of like I feel like it's like they're assuming they can just come back to you, Aries. Shouldn't assume, even through the spelling. Assuming makes an ass out of you and me. ASSUME. There's a Three of Swords. Huh. That's what I was kind of saying. Some doors are bolted shut. Some doors are locked shut. Some doors are, you close that big old and you just spin that wheel and it just done, like sealed. Or the so-called last nail in the coffin. Not all doors can be reopened. Not all cycles can start again. That is full circle, yes, but also closed cycle. Closed cycle. Closed circuit. Yeah, what's done is done. And there's justice following that. What's done is done. I don't know what that is. I don't know why, energetically speaking, like I said, they're so quick to dismiss you, Aries, but at the same time they're also kind of like, maybe Aries. And it's like, you made your bed, lie in it. You made your bed. I don't know why they'd, kind of like you played it wrong. You played your hand or you played your cards wrong. They played their cards wrong with you. It's kind of like one of those situations. I remember back in high school those days. You get mad at someone, and be like goodbye, and then they would text you like 10 minutes later, and then they'd go off and vent and express, and then they'd end it again with like goodbye, and you're like, okay, you said goodbye like 2 times in the same conversation, and then more on. They'd kind of ramble on, and it's like okay, goodbye, and it's like this weird dismissive energy where it's like you don't really mean it. You kind of go through with things, your actions, before you actually process and think about it. That means they kind of move quicker than they think or process, but at the same time, they're also kind of running around showing this is exactly their process. So quick to dismiss. Then they sit there and kind of ponder and wonder about you. And they think, oh, I can just always go back to Aries. So what they're expecting of you, Aries, is for you to be easy, easily obtainable, easily reachable. Aries, what they're emphasizing, I said this actually for Virgo, Aries, you look like your bottom shelf. I can just easily get to you. I can easily say no, I can walk past you, but then keep on walking. And then what happens is I'll come back. Oh, there you are, Aries. You're still bottom shelf. I can still just easily grab you or pick you or get you. That's what they're saying. Easily obtainable, easily reachable. They think you're easy, Aries. They think they can energetically walk all over you and do whatever they want to do. Unfortunately, with that tower, they're realizing differently. No, you can't. Aries is not easy. You can't disrespect and walk all over Aries. Aries isn't going to take that shit, clearly. This is a situation of, oh fuck. Aries knows their worth. Hey, I like it. I like it. Aries knows their worth. You know, what are you doing? Handing out Halloween for handing out candy for Halloween. You get some candy. You get some candy. You get some candy. You know, it's for the kids. It's all fun and celebration, but trick or treat, huh? Trick or treat. You skipped that house. What do you mean you're going back? By the way, they're standing in the window. They watch you look at their house, size it up, continue walking down the street, and then they watched you walk back. Dong, 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 ding dong, trick or treat. And then you're like, fuck out of here. It's funny. That's funny. There's a 7 of swords. Look at this Aries. Like I said, sneaky, sneaky. What are they, a little thief? A little ninja? Hiding in the darkness, hiding in the shadows. What are they up to? They're a little thief. They're a little ninja this year. Okay. A troll, a ghoul. What else we got? You don't like their costume, Aries. They're like, fuck, I can't even, damn, they're like, I can't even be sneaky or shady correctly. Okay, so I guess you're a ninja in training. I mean, geez, on top of the deck, we got the 5 of Cups with that song, Cry Me a River. That's a situation of like, remember that one thing you wanted to buy? You decided not to go, you decided not to buy it on the spot. You waited so much time and then you went back to it and you thought you could still buy it and it's just, oh, it's gone. You see, unfortunately, you like, and then all of a sudden you're like trying to process it and then you see someone else walking by with what you just wanted to buy and you're just like, fuck. That's what they're kind of going through this process about. I don't know what that is, Aries. That is something else. What's that saying? Geez, I haven't. I mean, this is kind of it's kind of fun because it's kind of like inner child work. What is that saying? Losers, weepers. I forget what it was. It losers, weepers. Don't be a sore loser. Um, okay. Goodbye.